Welcome to Mediocre Gaming, and today we're playing Destiny 2. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and salutations. Today, it's time to get Ascendant. Let's get to it. So the Ascendant challenge this week is in the spine of Keres, K-E-R-E-S. If you're wanting to know exactly where it's at, you'll want to go back to the Oracle engine. That is where you first meet Petra in the Dreaming City. Kind of looks like a model of the solar system, except it's all purple. It's got the big orb in the middle and then things rotating around it. Well, when you get back to that, keep going back. You have to go back across a couple bridged islands, and you keep going until you get to a point where you get the message on the bottom left-hand side that says something about the barrier between the realms is weak. And that is your cue to use your potion. Use your tincture of Queen's Foil and keep on going back. You're going to have to hop on some floating islands, and you should be able to see it off to the right-hand side a little bit. It's just kind of floating in the middle of nowhere. So not quite all the way back to the first mission where you have to give yourself access to the Dreaming City, but pretty close. Alright, so when you go into this challenge, you're going to want something that is a close range weapon, like a submachine gun, sidearm, possibly even an auto rifle, if it's a rapid fire one. And you're going to want either a sniper rifle or a scout rifle. You're going to want to use the scout rifle for all these snipers. Here, sort of in the last 2/3, you have to start at the bottom and jump your way up. Now, there are multiple ways to go, and not all of them will get you to where you want. As long as you continue to go up, that is what you want to do. Now, there are these bombs that continually regenerate. So even after you trigger them, there'll be a short cooldown, and then they will come right back up. Now, a couple of the platforms do rotate, so do be aware of that. And once you get high enough, you will spawn Shadow Thrall, and they will continue to spawn. So once you get to that point, you really just have to make it to the rest of the way up. So this is about the highest you can get without spawning them. Once you get to the next part, you'll start spawning the Shadow Thrall, and you want to get up into that area up there. That is where the boss will spawn. Now, once you spawn the boss, if you're in a group of 2 or 3, you can't come back in if you die. So once the boss spawns, if you die, you're going to sit by the sidelines outside, because every time you die, it automatically puts your ghost outside of the Ascendant realm. Now, if you're using a hunter without stompies, you may have to make a couple of jumps more than what was made in this video. Now, the boss in this fight is a Taken Phalanx, and he does have a tether. So if you see his hands go up and his shield's off to the side, that is your indication to run. Run or take cover, depending on the situation. Now, if you are a lower level, I'm talking about 540 or less, you will want to run around, because he will knock you off with that shield. So whenever you see him put it up, run away. And also, if he knocks you into the wall, more than likely you're going to die. So take that into account too. Now, Shadow Thrall will continue to spawn in this area. There is a countdown for it, so not a physical countdown, but it does take a little bit of time between when they spawn and when they will respawn. So when they spawn, run a little bit, turn around with your submachine gun or whatever you brought for close range, take them out. You'll get a little bit of time to do some damage on the boss before you have to keep going. The boss will continue to come towards you because he wants to use that shield attack on you and knock you off. Because if you get knocked off, you're not going to be able to get back up. More than likely. Additionally, you will have snipers that spawn on the top platform in the middle. They don't come towards you, but you will want to take them out. Now, if you have a super, you can use that, and that'll do a decent amount of damage. Now, once he gets to, you take off about a third of his health, that's when you're going to start seeing the snipers. They will respawn after every segment, so you'll have to take them out over and over at least twice. If you have grenades or rockets, that's a good thing to use. Now you will notice that you cannot run past these bombs without taking some damage, even running. Now if your mobility is at 8 or 9, you may be able to run past it without taking damage. But just know that you'll probably take a little bit of damage. So if you're really low, you may need to jump past them. Or jump past one. So just keep whittling them down until you take them out. Now if you're at 570 or above, then this is not going to be too much of a challenge to take them out. You're going to be able to just face tank them with your super, and that'll be it. So depending on your level, it'll be more or less of a challenge. But that's it. Once you take them out, the bombs will continue to respawn, but all the ads will disappear. There will be a chest on that middle section, and then you can leave. As a side note, Toland's orb is right at the beginning, so you can pick that up and listen to what he has to say right off the bat. Additionally, there is a piece of lore in one of the statue's hands, so be sure to check that out as you're going up. And that's it. Make sure to ring the bell before you leave to be notified of all future episodes as soon as they go live. And thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing, and we'll see you next time.